Rui Hachimura showed he is a valuable player by defending Jokic and scored well during the playoffs. Yuta Watanabe surprised us by his shooting performance, which was the top of the league for weeks. The storm created by the two players was quite a hit for Japanese basketball fans last year. But it is also true that these cases are rare and the generational players have never come out of Japan's soil yet. In this episode, I'd like to explain 3 reasons why it is hard for Japanese to succeed in NBA. Number 1. Height. Here's the height of male in general in US and Japan. In US, the average height is 5.9, which is equivalent of 175 centimeters. In Japan, the average height is 5.7, which is 171 centimeters. US is slightly taller than Japan in general. Now, I want to compare the average height of professional basketball leagues in both countries. In NBA, height average is about 6.6 or 198 centimeters, but the data seems not available for Japan case, but I assume the gap is much wider than general public. Instead of the average height, let's see how many 7-footers are in the two leagues. In NBA, there are 23 7-footers. In the 7-footer in B League, they have only 7 7-footers. Also, you see there is 0 Japanese 7-footer in the league. Now, let's see the number of 5-footers. In B League, 69 5-footers played last season. In NBA, only 25 5-foot players have ever played in history. Actually, one of them is Yuta Tabuse, the first ever Japanese NBA player. When we see 5-foot players in NBA, they are exceptions, rare species. They are either extraordinary scorers like Isaiah Thomas family or explosive athlete like Nate Robinson or Spud Webb. So far in the history, no Japanese player has ever been either case. Number 2, training environment. What I mean by environment is where young players can go out there and learn how to play in wider part of the country. And I think it is a good measure to compare the number of playgrounds out there in two countries. I just referred to the number available online, but this told me something. In US, there are at least 2,881 basketball courts at the time of July 2023. In Japan, the number is only 111. Again, this number is only registered courts. There should be a lot more than this. So if you are young and want to play basketball, you most likely join a basketball club at school. In Japanese public school, teachers need to be responsible for after-school clubs. Basketball is no exception, so you are lucky if your teacher coach knows basketball even a little bit. In many cases, they have never played basketball and have no knowledge. It is a huge gap from a situation that you have a designated basketball coach next to you and provide you with proper guidance. Number 3, language. Japanese public schools provide English education from the age of 6 or 7. It is the first grade of the elementary schools. They learn English language by the time when they graduate from high schools. By then, their age is 17 or 18. So the Japanese kids learn English for more than 10 years. But for some reason, very few of them are capable of speaking and listening to the real conversation. This is because the English classes in Japan do not focus on verbal communication. This causes a huge obstacle to Japanese players when they want to play internationally. They may struggle with communicating teammates and listening to their coaches during timeouts. However, the obstacles did not stop players of highest caliber in Japan. Thanks to the internet, there are a lot more resources to learn now. There are more precedents for young players to follow. Once young Japanese basketball players see them great potential to be successful in international leagues such as NBA, they start to learn English exclusively as preparation to play basketball outside Japan. They typically try to enroll college in US and try their best to get used to the language as well as foreign culture and the play styles. Rui Hachimura and Yuta Watanabe are the best case scenarios so far. Keisei Tominaga is thriving year by year, targeting the NBA as lefty next Curry. The role looks more open. Even B League is still very new. The professional basketball league gets mature and more players will play abroad. We may see what is happening in soccer now. Keisuke Honda, Shinji Kagawa, Takefusa Kubo, and many players earned their fame internationally. I hope this is going to happen in Japanese basketball too. Thanks for watching. This channel is entirely managed by myself, and your support is very important to continue so I can create contents like this later on. So please subscribe, like, and comment. I see you in next video.